All right, what is up, guys? How is it going? I'm istherenoonelse, and today's video, we are going to do a very long PvP commentary on the Stamina Nightblade build that I posted just yesterday. Normally, I do gameplay with my build videos, but I went in-depth in explanations on things because I thought there was going to be a lot of questions. And so this is the follow-up video. This is going to be some gameplay so you can see the build in action. You can see how it functions, any questions that you have or any concerns. They're either confirmed or it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, this is we're fighting outside of Alessia, and there's a yellow group trying to take the keep back. And yeah, we're just we're trying to get some kills here. And there's a pretty big sort group engaged with us right now. We almost had a kill there. I almost had a kill earlier, but you have overloads coming in. You have meteors. I'm gonna eat a lot of meteors in this clip, guys. Like I don't know. Maybe like Sea Serpent has this thing to where you just are attracted, like meteors get pulled to you, because that's one. There's another one. I think that's 4 meteors so far. There's going to be quite a few more, but yeah, we're just trying to pull people into this cubby, and yeah, like it's tough to deal with casters out in the open. And so we almost had this person before. They popped a Restawol. We almost have them again. I take a nasty stun right there. Wish I had some move pots here. Not gonna lie, move pots would have really come in handy for a few of these finishing kills, because there's so many times in this fight where I'm close to finishing a kill, and then it just doesn't happen because I get stunned and I get this really bad spot. But yeah, as you guys know, this is Rallying Cry Backbar, Ethereal Ascension. I'm running Sea Serpent's Coil, and you guys get to see, like, I've had a lot of questions about Sea Serpent, how it works with my move speed and everything when I'm in combat, and this long fight will address concerns, I think. And so you see I have Sea Serpent up right now. It's that blue fireball over my head. We decided to kill one of like the 7 clan fear, the matriarchs that are out here, because they're just healing like crazy. We got people casting up top. We got people casting down low. And I see a really low level or a lower health guy over here. And in this meta, that's just asking for a 2-piece. I went to go hit him. I turn around and Blap gets jumped on. Blap is down. It just happens sometimes this patch. So now I'm going to eat another meteor. I'm going to jump block. I'm going to dodge roll through it. And now we're going to battle people with the clan fears. And Pet Sork is so frustrating for Nightblade, because especially if you're using in-cap spec bow, it gets very hard to target one person. Just targeting one person can be very rough, because you have all these things that they can line of sight and weave through, and yeah, it makes it rough. And so we're gonna hit this guy with 120 in cap. We're gonna hit him with 11k non-crit spec bow with the executioner. We get 1 man down there, and so now that I have a body down, I get to kind of stay on the body, get to kind of try and see if I can get Blap up. You see, I got multiple curse on me. This guy's just stacked non-Blap, and I almost have him killed here. That one hit, I hit his pet. Gonna have another meteor drop on me, so I'm just gonna block, dodge, roll out of it. Really bad stun there. They end up killing this red, so I'm just gonna buff up once again, keep my buffs up. Gonna weave around back out here, just make sure that they don't get the bodies up, and see if I can get Blap. This guy's almost dead. Almost dead. He dodge rolls 3 times, and then I get the clan fear stun once again. If I have an immovable, I get that kill. Didn't have an immovable, so he interrupts it, and he just survives. And so now I'm just going to keep my buffs up once again. Yeah, this is why being prepared with multiple pots in PvP is important, guys. You know, this is all on me. I'm just explaining why some of these things aren't happening, and so hopefully you can see that and those sorts of things. And yeah, we're gonna eat another meteor here. That's like 6 or 7 at this point. Mark this guy up. We're gonna go after this Sork. Hit him with an in-cap. Hit him with a spec bow. 12k non-crit spec bow. He streaks away. There's no way we're going to be able to go through the entire 80 Zerg over there to get that finishing kill, so we just decide to come back. He streaks all the way back. A little bit of magic recovery there. We're going to mark him up once again. We got 2 Sorks. We got a Nightblade coming in. They got a ground AoE to try and stop me from reviving on him, and so I'm just going to try and keep my buffs up once again. Cycle my buffs, trying to figure out who I'm going to target, who I'm going to mark. I'm going to kill this clan fear real quick. I animation canceled the execute, but apparently I bar swapped too quick and the damage didn't go off. Another meteor dropped on my head. We're up to like 8 here. This guy's going to go for the kill or go for the revive. We're going to hit an in-cap spec bow, but lots of healing coming in for this group now. A few more people coming through. I'm trying to bash the revive. I take another stun. Can't stay on the body, so I'm going to have to back up once again. So I'm going to back into my cubby, keep my buffs up, and yeah, we're going to have to go recycle it and do it all over again. And so now you see I got 4 pets in here attacking me. And yeah, they're still on the body. And so we're just going to weave around. We got this guy here by himself. So we're just going to go back into our cubby here. We're going to see if we can pull people in. He's going to drop a meteor on me. That's okay. We're just going to block and we're going to avoid it. The first 7 meteors don't got me, so this one doesn't got me either. And so we're going to try and hit this guy with an in cap. I lost the in cap. I didn't see the damage. I didn't see dodge, but it's gone now. And so now we're just going to weave on this guy. We're going to hit him with a couple surprise attacks. A couple more surprise attacks. He's going to heal with his pet. And he's taking some damage here. We're going to buff up once again. He tries to dodge roll away. Still taking damage. Still taking damage. We're going to get the stun right here with the execute. So we got a body down. And now we can come back out and get Blap up. And we're going to do it all over again. So yeah, really fun fight here outside of Alessia. And yeah, it's not like 12 people on you all the time, but you get to see the movement. You get to see, like, there will be plenty of kills in this fight. There'll be plenty of meteors in this fight. There's another one. And yeah, so we're just going to buff up once again. We have a body down now in our cubby, which is great. And so now if we pull people in, they're going to try and revive. We have a spot away from snipers, away from siege, and all those other sorts of fun things. This guy's taking a ton of damage. We end up getting the kill there. And so now I'm trying to cloak up, but I'm taking another stun. I think I got streaked through. This person decides to streak back into the group. Not much we can do there. We're going to go in on this person right here, marking him up, hit him with the in cap, hit him with with the executioner. He's down. You see the overload coming in from the side. A lot of high damage things this patch, guys. Like, I know you guys know this if you've been playing on PC, NA, and EU. There's a lot of damage this patch. That guy almost died. Manages to get his bubble, get his Honor the Dead up, and then get his other heal up. We're going to have another meteor drop on us, guys. That's the name of the game. We're just going to... This is the eat all of the meteors PvP clip. And so at this point, you saw I had Sea Serpent on. I was still able to get in here, still able to get inside. I have Sea Serpent up again. We're just going to mark this guy up. We're going to go down. They're either trying to revive, try to bash the revive, try to in-cap the guy. He still gets the revive off, so we're just going to surprise attack, stun, and execute the guy again. Keep that body down. And at this point, we got Sorks. We got a random EP coming in. Trying to kill this guy. End up block casting that. Going to have another... actually, that wasn't a meteor. That was a Scoria proc, which is like a baby meteor. We have a Sork come through there. He takes a ton of damage, stacks some shields. Can't stay on it once again, but I'm just going to stay down here and try and stay on the body. Make sure they don't get any revives off. This guy tries to get away. Blap's going to leap on him. I'm going to hit a couple of executes. Blap's going to take a meteor. And yeah, we don't get that body. They decide to go back out. And so now we're just going to push out into them. And you see we got... Take another weird stun, and Blap's after a guy over here, so we're going to go help out. I just run out of food, so I'm just going to have to back up real quick, pop my potion, or pop my food, make sure I have my potions re-equipped, and then we're going to get back into it and get back into the fight. And so yeah. I had some questions on the channel, and people always ask stuff like, you know, why not Shade? There's another meteor. Why not use Shade? And guys, I do agree with you that Shade is the best. It's like one of the best skills in the game, but it's also buggy. It's also very buggy. It's frustrating and it's annoying. And this is one of the few specs where you can get away with it, where you can get away with no Shade because you're so fast with Swift. And this guy's going to go down right here. We're going to give it a surprise attack with a couple executes. He's down. When we're getting severely pressured and you're seeing this fight, you see I get the Sea Serpent proc. If I can't get my health top back off to full, after 10 seconds, Sea Serpent disappears and it can't re-proc until I'm at full health and I take damage. So when it doesn't proc, I'm extremely fast. I have 3 Swift, I have Medium, I have Major Expedition, and I have Celerity. And so there's times where you will see in this fight, Red's just pushed out AD, and so now we're going to go fight EP. Basically to keep the door open. We want to keep it as chaos in here and get as good of a fight as possible. So that's why we do that there. But you'll see there's a few times where like they go to try to lock me in talons or they go to do whatever and you're so fast it's like you kind of fly through them. This guy's going to try and get away. I get a 5k light attack with Blap's leap. He's down. This guy's going to take a ton of damage. I go for the in cap. I get streaked on, so we're just going to get the executioner. Another meteor drops on my head. But yeah, like you'll see times like I'm not running snare removal, but I'm so quick, it really doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter in this fight. And so I'm not running Shade, but that also doesn't matter. And there's, like I said in the past, there's times where I've run Shade and you cast it and it doesn't go off. And then you cast it again and it reads the first cast, so it drops it. And then it reads the second cast and you port to it. And then you have to you have to recast it again. And it costs like 4,000 magicka per tick. And so if you mess up like that and you double cast on top of yourself, it costs 12,000 magicka just to get everything set up properly. It slows down the fights. It makes it, it's just frustrating. And so I go in and help Blap here. I hit 3 mines. I hit a Dark Convergence. I hit a spin to win. I'm just not going to survive that. And so now it's Blap's turn to do Blap's thing. And so you see, not anything really hitting me too hard. I just decided to jump into everything like a dunce, and that's the way it is. But now we get to watch Blap. We get to be on the sidelines and watch a 570 CP player kill people and stay alive and eventually get me up. So yeah, that's why there's no shade in this clip. Also with Rallying Cry and Ethereal Ascension with Mirage, I'm very, very tanky. And so I don't really need another defensive skill. Like there's often times where you'll shade and like somebody will hit you with a heavy attack, and when you shade to one area, it just literally puts you back. It puts you right back to like you take the heavy attack anyways. And so there's just a lot of damage that you can't avoid with shade, especially with gankers and everything. Snipes still come in. And so yeah, this isn't like an else hates shade video like it's turning out to be. I just talk to quite a few Nightblade people, and people get really set in skills and abilities and bar layouts, and often you end up with the same conclusions. And when you play a patch like this, that's as difficult as this one is, you sometimes need to make adjustments. You need to make adjustments to your build, how you would normally traditionally run, because the meta has changed so drastically compared to what it was. And so, yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say. And you know, I've heard a lot of complaints from people, and rightfully so. Like everything's hitting so hard this patch. This is probably the toughest patch to like Outnumbered fight, because you have Oaken Soul builds just weaving heavy attacks. You have Nightblade gankers with proc sets. You have I will have an Oaken Soul healer build or healer setup out here in a couple days, just to highlight exactly how ridiculous this mythic has made some aspects of PvP. But you know, if you want to get out here and live with the crazy people, you gotta try and find ways to adjust, and yeah, that's what we're doing here. So at this point, we've got a couple more DC that jumped in with us, and we're trying to fight these guys. But you see all the healing, like there's just so much AD healing in this corner, and so I decided to tell Blap that like, hey, we need to back up, we need to break things up. You see Red's shooting Lancers and Siege, so we decided to try and go to the next corner. And at this point, we got a few people that are jumping down. This guy's gonna spam some chains, and yeah, chains are kind of ridiculous, man. Like the one morph is free, and so you can just keep casting it, and it gets really rough outnumbered sometimes. But we end up getting the kill there. Blap had a really nice leap, and I get a surprise attack in for the kill. I take a nasty stun that I couldn't break right away. We got 2 more people coming in. Blap's gonna take a meteor. I mean, how many meteors are we gonna see this one? But yeah, we're taking some damage here. I decided to buff up, we back up, and we're going to the corner because, yeah, there was a lot of yellow. They stopped following, so we decided to go back. And yeah, we're not even halfway through this fight yet, guys. Like, there's just so much shenanigans. I'm not going to do commentary on all of it, because towards the end, it's literally just, you know, me trying to get, well, you'll see. Anyways, I get the vast majority of the damage on that guy, but he also takes a Lancer, so we get the kill there. Get a Meteor, so I'm going to block through it, dodge, roll around, and we're going to go into this cubby, keep our buffs up once again. And yeah, we got some AD Sorks here, so we're going to hit this guy with a surprise attack. Oh, he's going to take a ton of damage. Blap gets a finishing kill. He decides to jump on this guy. More Lancers coming in, so we decide to back up once again. Blap's got a few people on him. We're going to hit this guy, try to hit this guy with an in cap. We end up getting the killing blow on the AD there. A few more people down. You guys can see the kill counter in the upper right-hand corner. Yeah, just more and more kills. You see reds are pushing out into yellows. We're fighting yellows because we see that, I mean, that's who we've been fighting. And yeah, this guy's pretty tanky. I didn't notice at first, but he's got over 40k health. We're going to take another meteor. Once again, buff up into the cubby, get our rally up and everything. We're going to hit this guy with our mark. Going to hit him with a couple surprise attacks, try and get the stun. He's very, very tanky. We're going to hit him with an in cap, though. He's block casting really well, just staying alive. And then we get a few more people focusing us, so we're going to go back inside. trying to find somebody to focus. This guy's by himself, so Blap's gonna lock him in the talons. I'm trying to hit him. We got the Lancer coming in, man. We got another siege coming into the cubby. Things are gonna get crazy here. And so we look outside, and yeah, there's just all sorts of stuff just still going on. So they got a siege bubble set up out here. That must be nice about running in a decently large group, is you have enough people to where you can actually slot siege bubble for dealing with siege. Must be nice. We've got a dark convergence coming in, so just back up once again. Hit this guy with a couple surprise attacks. Almost have him dead, but then you see the heals come in. Healing is also very high this patch. This guy's got a bubble. He almost died. Dark convergence. I just get pulled in. Now I'm low on resources, so I'm going to pop a pot, get my buffs up once again, keep my mirage up, keep my resistances up. And yeah, we're just trying to figure out who to focus and who to fight. We see a guy trying to revive here. Blap gets the bash. I get an in cap, surprise attack. I go to get the kill. He runs back into the group. And now at this point, you see there's a ton of EP coming in. And yeah, they are going to wipe the AD, and we have a different group of people to fight. So we're now going to switch from fighting AD to EP. And yeah, you see everybody's on Blap right now. I think we're dead. Blap thinks we're dead. But we're just going to do our best to try and line a sight here and avoid, try and split this group up. Now, Nightblade DK is a very bad duo combination. Most of the time when I play with Blap, I do not play my Nightblade. But on PC and A, I only have access to a couple characters, and I really wanted to lock this build down. And yeah, Blap just decides to be, you know, He's the guy that everybody jumps on because sometimes I can cloak, and it's just my kind of goal here to try and pick people off. You see, I almost got a kill there, and I had somebody sniping from up top. This guy's coming in with the Destro roll, so we're just going to mark him up. We're going to dodge roll through him. We're going to go over to the other side. You see they drop a Caltrops, and so we're just going to get out of the way. We're going to get into this other cubby, and you see that they're not following anymore. But yeah. Nightblade is like unless you're running with another Nightblade or like a Mag Sork or something, it's just not a great class to duo with. I'm gonna keep my buffs up here. You see Blap take a ton of damage. You know, those Calurian Selene gankers are very, very nasty. So I'm gonna hit him with a mark. He's gonna run inside. I'm gonna turn around, and Blap's got another guy on him. He's gonna get the leap. We're gonna get a couple of executes here. He's gonna try and heal up, so we're just gonna pop our Camo Hunter just to keep him out of stealth. So we're gonna mark him up so he takes more damage in cap with a surprise attack, with a couple executes. He's staying alive once again. Got somebody with a cost increase poison, so we got to be careful there. Toppling charge, Templar coming in, and so we're just gonna keep our buffs up. We didn't get that Mag Blade, and now we have a few more people coming in, and so we're just gonna kite up to the second floor. We're gonna keep our Once again, we're gonna keep our buffs up. See, this guy's taking a ton of damage. He's low health, or low CP. No CP, he's a level 31, sorry. So we're going to get that quick kill. We have a DK, and we have a very tanky Templar here. We're getting hit with some siege. So we're going to kite back inside and just see what we can kind of focus on. Try and keep the body down a little bit, make sure they don't get the revive up. You see we got a Nightblade here, so I'm going to hit him with an in cap. Going to hit him with a surprise attack, and he goes down. Another quick kill, so we got two bodies down, and now at this point, they're going to start sending in more people again. I hit that guy with a 10k spec bow. Blap's going to hit him with a leap. We're going to get the execute. We're going to get another kill there, and at this point, you see the time stops coming in. You see the Caltrop spam coming in. We're going to have a lot of snares. We're going to have a lot of roots. I don't have snare removal, so you guys are going to have to see how that's going to turn out. I go to hit that guy with a heavy attack. I was going to try and kill that guy because I thought he was going for the revive. Blap just kited like 10 people, and he had 4 on him. I knew he was good. I told him, was like, dude, I'm pretty sure you're good here. 11k in cap, 15k spec bow, and an executioner. That guy's dead. I know what Blap can handle and what he can't, and so it's just kind of the best thing I can do sometimes is just keep bodies down. Just try and kill as many people as possible and create chaos and hopefully get people off of Blap so he can stay alive and you know, get his own kills. But yeah, so that's what's going on here. We're gonna kite. We decided at this point, we both said, hey, let's go over to this other room. We're getting a lot of attention. You see the Lancers coming in. Lancers, Wall of Elements. This guy takes an in cap, 9k surprise attack. He's down. You see we're getting lots of light attacks, more Lancers. I told Blap to just keep going, and I'll go through. Like I said, I mean, I got Swift on. Very, very, like all of those snares I'm just flying through because of just the sheer amount of speed that I have. When Sea Serpent's not up. Now Sea Serpent's up. I'm low on resources. Blap, really smart. Like I said, I might not make it right here. Blap turns and leaps on him to give him the stun. Just doing our best to coordinate here, but you see we got 4, 5, 6 people. I decided to split off, hoping some people follow me, some people follow him. We see 4 or 5 more people coming in, so I decided to go up to try and help him. He's got a few people on him. I just weaved another handful of people into him, which is a mistake. Hit that guy with an in cap. He just gap closes on Blap, so I don't get the finishing. Almost get him again. I take the stun. Once again, another case for a move pot. Now I'm taking some damage. I decided to buff up, and I decided to go around the corner just to split him off. I have like 4 or 5 people chasing me. I thought I was giving Blap a reprieve, but like I said, guys, there were so many people in this tower at this point. EP had just gotten emp. They had just emped the map, and now we're some of the last stragglers in this keep, and so I'm just trying to go catch up to them, and once again cause chaos. Got a guy standing up here, possibly trying to snipe, and yeah. He's just got so many people on top of him, and there's literally nothing I could do. Like, I can try and surprise attack spam like I have, but it's not going to do anything. I take a nasty stun there, and so now at this point, I see this guy just weaving heavy attacks in the back. I'm not sure if he's a heavy attack build or not. Don't want to deal with that, so we're just getting in with a couple surprise attacks, in cap, into an execute, and at this point is when Blap goes down. And so, yeah, a really, really fun fight, but it's not over. And so the rest of this fight isn't so much about the amount of people I kill. It's trying to get your buddy up because, like I said, EP has Emp. If they have Emp, they have all the central keeps, which probably means that all we have is the home keeps. And so if we die here at Alessia, we have to spawn all the way back. And honestly, like this time of night, when one faction has the hammer, when one faction has the Emp, fights get really lame. And so yeah, this is going to be the last fun one. And so we're going to try and make it happen. And so I'm going to try and get the revive. The goal is to spread people out, try to get some kills. Of course, we're going to hit this guy. We're going to get a kill there. But you see the snares, you see the roots coming in. So we're just going to go back into the room. They hit the revive ult right away. I'm trying to stay on it. I only have like 4 or 5 people on me at this point. I see the leap coming in. I know there's more, so I'm just trying to be careful. Take it an in cap. I go for the heavy attack, but they decide not to come through that door. Not at full health, so I'm just going to cloak around, just trying to pick my targets. That guy has high health. This guy has high health. And so I'm just going to weave back and see if there's anybody on Blap. There is. He drops a negate on top of the body. Just nice, man, to have so many ults. You can just drop a negate on a body like that. I take a surprise attack. There's a few more people here at low health, so I'm going to kite around the corner just so fast once Sea Serpent goes down. That's what I try to say in my video is you don't realize how much defensive survivability you have in these kiting situations because you're never proccing Sea Serpent. Like Sea Serpent's not getting procced, so you're just fast. Now on other classes that won't be the case. Obviously, like mag classes where you have like a burst heal that can get you top back off to full, you will not be this fast in this way. But there's other ways you can use it. Mist form, for instance. Mist form, you can't heal while you're in it, and so if you're not topped off at full health, Mist form is major expedition. And so you can use Mist form with Sea Serpent with your Swift, and you can utilize that as a way to kite around and change line of sight and fights and everything. And so this is why it's my belief that Sea Serpent outside of Oakensoul is the strongest mythic. It just all stacks up. You get the 40% damage mitigation. My speed, as you guys can see in this clip, my speed in normal combat when it's up, there's no issues with it. I'm having no issues with snare removal. I have a good amount of damage, especially considering the amount of mitigation that I'm running. There are some changes I would make in this fight, obviously. Like, I wouldn't be an idiot on a new account, and I would have a move pots for sure. Definitely craft some move pots for fights like this, because every time, like you're going to see it, it's already happened a lot, but every time I almost have some kills, there's probably 5, 6, 7 kills that I have missed in this fight, that one being one of them. I do get the kill there, but I would have had it sooner. You see how I get locked in the talons there, but I'm so fast I just sprint through them somehow. There's so many instances where I almost have somebody dead, and just as I'm about ready to kill them, I take a javelin or I take a magnum shot or whatever. And so that's definitely one adjustment I would make. The other adjustment I would make for, especially if you play solo, you see I'm running Rallying Cry, and Rallying Cry is fantastic. But I still think, if you're going to play solo Nightblade, I still think Alchemist is the best choice on the back bar. You get that little bit of extra killing power, another 375 weapon damage for bursts, which still is more healing. Obviously, you're going to miss out on the impen, and so you're going to be a little bit squishier in that instance. You go from 3,700 to 2,100, which is, that is quite a bit of a difference, but Hopefully the healing will offset it a little bit. You just, you do a few different things. And so I wouldn't say that my healing is an issue or my damage is an issue in this fight. It's just locking combos. And so yeah, it's either immovable pots or just have a little bit more damage to where I don't have to hit the full combination to kill people. I go to try and hit that guy, but he's just a tank with chains, so I'm not gonna focus him. This guy looks like he can take some damage. He's a damage dealer, and so we're gonna try and dish out damage on him. He hits a Dawnbreaker. I think he just missed unless it was a flawless. So we're gonna buff up once again. We're just gonna loop back around and just trying to pick and choose our fights. Got a rally up. Got our spec bow up. We got a nightblade in here. So we just, if you think there's 4 or 5 people, there's probably like 6 or 7 just because, yeah, there's always nightblades. That guy was almost dead. And you see we take the root. And so we couldn't get the finishing kill. I think he dropped off. So we're just going to change our tactics onto this nightblade. You see another nightblade coming in. So we're just going to kite off of that. Still trying to go for the revive. The goal still is to revive Blap here, but they just don't want it to happen. The minute I go in here, I get feared. There's 4 or 5 people just crouched, like sometimes you have a group to where you can chase with 4 or 5 people and you can block a body. Once again, I took a Talons there, was able to sprint through it. You see the necro gripping, what is it, grave grasp or whatever? That's also a snare. And you're just so fast without Sea Serpent up that it doesn't really matter. And so you see I don't have it here, so I'm able to line of sight once again into this tower, get up top here, and you see they're all chasing, and so I decided to try and make it back. Still waiting on my pot here. And so we got a guy up top, Pet Sork. Go to try and focus him. Took a really nasty stun. Luckily, nobody was around me. I couldn't break that, even though I was at full resources. It was a little bit of a pain in the ass. And at this point, I'm really just weaving, and I'm trying to irritate the group to chase me so that I can go back and get the revive and we can continue the fight, because the clock's ticking on Blap right now. The revive clock is ticking, and so I'm trying to make it work, but they're diligent. They don't want us in this keep, and yeah, we're at an impasse because I want to be in this keep. Take a stun there. You see we've got some force pulses coming in from off to the side, so we're gonna cloak up right here. This guy, I go to wind up a heavy attack on the Nightblade. He cloaks just in time, so I don't get my combination there. I had the full combination ready. The in-cap spec bow lined up right there. So we're going to cloak away from this. You see this guy just winding heavy attacks. We're going to hit him with an in-cap. A couple surprise attacks. The Pet Sork heals go off. So he's not going to die. You see this guy hitting some bombard, trying to root us. Take a flame clench. Got the werewolf jumping on us. Got a couple curses on us, so we're just going to buff up. We're going to get enough distance to where we can pop our potion, get some resources back, and we're going to weave back in here, and this guy's by himself, and I go for the in-cap, and he does a really good job of dodging it. Take a stun right before the meteor. Thought I was dead here when they're spinning, but luckily I had a little bit of speed, and I was able to get around the corner and get topped off. So we're just going to keep our buffs up once again. We're going to try and go on the Nightblade, but yeah, my character was temporarily drunk. I couldn't get up the stairs in time, even though that surprise attack really chunked him. This Nightblade's trying to hit me from stealth, and I got a Nightblade and a Sork on me, so we're going to try and stay and try and fight this. So I got the mark on him. I go downstairs for the Sork because the Sork has off heals with the Clan Fear, and I figure if I can take him out, I might be able to. It would be a lot easier to get the Nightblade. And now you see we have another Nightblade there. We got a Nightblade here. He must have went back to check the body to make sure I wasn't back. And yeah, you see everybody coming out of stealth. I hit an in-cap right there. Don't get to follow up, get leapt on. And yeah, at this point you just see like a move pots once again could have helped right there. Hit that guy with a ton of damage, but I just can't stick on it because you just have so many people on you sometimes. So I'm just going to keep my buffs up, going to kite around the corner once again. And yeah, hopefully this alleviates concerns about damage for the spec, about not having snare removal. You have all forms of survival with this, and that's how I like to try and build my characters. Like there's no one best way to survive. Like some people, this guy is almost dead. I take a nasty ground fear. If I could have gotten the execute, that guy was down, but I have to get away because I'm at low health. And yeah, so we're gonna buff up and once again. But what I'm talking about is I have 36,000 resistances, so I can avoid just a lot of damage with just flat mitigation. I have major evasion, so I can mitigate a lot of AoE damage. I'm also a stage 3 vampire, which is 30% mitigation when you up to 30% more mitigation when you get to lower health. It's definitely one of the tankiest things in the game right now. There's a reason everybody in PvP is a vampire. It's because the mitigate outside of werewolves, of course. It's because the mitigation just gives so much. And so I have all those things, and then I also have 5, soon to be 6 well fitted. And so I can mitigate a bunch of damage when I do take it, but then I can also dodge a ton of damage. And so there's lots of builds that exist in PvP. You have these ball groups, very fast ball groups that are running major expedition, and they have snow treaders and they can never be snared. And they just try and hit you with all the harmony stuff or all the AoE harmony stuff. And they try to spin to win and all these other sorts of things. And sometimes you're just going to take a ton of AoE damage. There's not much you can do about it. Like even as a nightblade, there was a point in time where dodge roll nightblade could avoid like 90% of things in PvP, or dodge roll could. That's not the case anymore. Like there's so many different types of incoming things, and having different forms of defense, in my opinion, are valuable. So I have mitigation to where, I can potentially go toe-to-toe with a very brawly style setup if I have to. That's obviously not how I want to try and fight as a nightblade, but I can if I have to. At this point, I'm trying to go get Blap, but Blap had the auto revive on, and he was done for, and I was never getting him. And so at this point, we all know how this ends. They're not going to stop until I get out of this keep, and so I'm not going to get out of this keep because, why would I? Like, we've had a fun fight. This is a fun clip, and so we're going to try and keep it going as much as possible. But yeah, now they have reveals on, so I have to be careful with that. They have everybody focused on me. They don't have to camp a body anymore. So now I'm going to have potentially more bodies chasing me around. You see, you got the werewolf on me. So you have the matriarch on me, and I'm just standing up top here. I got the bubble from the ad, so I decided I'm going to go kill the ad first, just to not get negated, not to get the random crystal frag stun like that. Huge pain in the ass. This nightblade tries to incap me. I avoid that. You see them throwing the flame donut. I dodge all 4 of those, so I'm going to cloak up. Want to see if anybody's going to jump off at like half health and take some nasty gravity damage, but that didn't happen. This werewolf's chunking me pretty good, so I'm going to kite around this corner. I'm just going to keep my buffs up once again, and yeah, I see the Sork once again going upstairs. I take a fear. Must have just came out of stealth because, yeah, or he had a detect pot or something, but I thought I was cloaked, but I ended up getting feared right there, so I had to back up once again. And I'm just trying to pick and weave my targets, but it's tough when they're all weaving on top of each other, right, like this, and you're a single target build. So we're going to weave around into the little cubby here. Going to take a ton of damage. I'm almost dead here. I do luckily have an undo, so it's still going. We're still trying to stay alive, still trying to, chip in a chair, just trying to have a chance to finish off this fight, and I just take a ton of damage there, and they're going to get their revenge, and I am going to get the bags like you deserve in PvP when you kite a group like this. So yeah, that's the end of the fight. If you guys enjoyed, let me know. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day.